all over the place, including Alberta Premier Danielle Smith. I believe we have a video clip of Premier Smith weighing in on this. Let's see what she has to say, and I'd like to get your thoughts afterwards.
Premier, I wanted to get your reaction to a incident, I believe, in Lindsay, Ontario, where a man is now facing criminal charges for defending himself from a home intruder. What are your thoughts on that situation?
Well, if you don't want to get shot or beaten up, don't break into people's houses. It's pretty straightforward. We had a similar incident in Alberta where somebody defended themselves, and they determined that there was not a reasonable likelihood of conviction, because we do expect that people are going to use a reasonable use of force to defend themselves and their families, and I support that.
Premier, I wanted to get your reaction to...
Wow, Alexa, I love Premier Smith, but you know what? I can already see the left-wing mainstream media crafting the narrative. Ooh, listen to that toxic femininity. As far as I'm concerned, she spelled it out as clear as daylight. You don't want to get hurt? Don't break the law. Don't go into somebody's home at 3:20 in the morning brandishing a weapon. Your thoughts?
She's totally right. And this is the perfect example of leadership and saying, listen, if you don't want to be injured, if you don't want to maybe being shot, just don't break into the home that is not yours in the middle of the night. And you see Florida said about the same thing. They say, like, if you don't want to get shot, do not break into a place that is not yours. And I think this is the perfect example of someone who has common sense and who has a perfect leadership.
100%. And Melanie, I mean, when we went to Lindsay to do a little investigative work, we found out that Breen, he had climbed up a fire escape, went along the roofs of 3 businesses, a dollar store, a cinema, and the Pizza, got onto the roof of Mr. McDonald's place, broke in through the window where his daughter normally sleeps. I believe she's 11 or 12. Thank God, by a happy coincidence, she wasn't home that night. But what I think of is, in the animal kingdom, it's always fight or flight when your backs are against the wall. When you walk in to the forest and you happen upon a bear cub, and you're not hunting, you have no malice. If Mama Bear is a football field away, guess what? You are in the most dangerous piece of real estate in the world. I mean, let me just ask you personally, if somebody, a burglar, invading your home at 3:20 in the morning with a weapon, what would you do?
Well, I think I would probably react like the homeowner, but we're not animals. We're not animals, and we have an empathy drive. And I've been thinking about this a lot recently, how this empathy drive, this higher cognition that we have as human beings, is sort of turned on its head. Right? I think Josh kind of touched on that just slightly, where we want to be empathetic. We want to give people a chance. We want to protect individuals who might have had a bad time. But that's been flipped on its head now, where the young girl, the daughter, perhaps needs more empathy and protection in this particular case. But we're giving empathy to the most marginalized. We're giving empathy to the criminal. We're saying perhaps he does deserve a break after being charged multiple times and being wanted and so on and so forth. So I think that has a lot to do with it, and I think we need to talk about that more. Who are we having empathy with? Who are we sympathizing with? In this particular case, I fully agree that I think we should have, we should be empathizing with the people who are vulnerable. In this case, it's not the criminal, it's the family.
100%. And Melanie, the fact that he was on a probation violation, to me, that means he should have been in jail in the first place. And if he was, guess what? This garbage would never have happened. But we see it over and over with the Liberals, with these lax rules for letting even the most serious offenders, up to including attempted murder, people getting out on the street. And Josh, to my point of fight or flight, here's where I stand. When you are in your home, you cross the finish line. There is nowhere else to run to. You have no option but to stand your ground. What say you?
I honestly think we should. Someone breaks into my home. I think I should put the kettle on, flip it on, set up some green tea, and let's have a discussion about it. Why are you here? What's going on? What brought you to this point in your life? I think that's the point we should be having. Obviously, I'm kidding. But like, yeah, I agree. It is your stand your ground situation. If someone comes to my house in the middle of the night, well, it's where do I go? Well, there are even in the states, there's Democrat states that say you will have a duty to flee out of your house if you're broken in the middle of the night. You cannot even engage with the intruder. And it's like, whoa, how did we get here? And Canada at this point is pretty much saying that with these laws and the way they're treating this situation is, yeah, even if they break into your home, willing to lay the smackdown on you, you got to try and get away and leave your home and let them do whatever they say please. And I agree with you on that one, Dave, is we should be able to stand our ground and be able to protect our loved ones, our home, and the thing that we get solace in at the end of the day, that we leave the workplace, we leave school, we go to our homes to feel safe. And when that's threatened, you should be allowed to defend it.
You know, Josh, that example you gave in some Democrats, well, where else, you know what, don't stand your ground, run out the back entrance. Well, think of the logistics there. If you have young family members, right? I mean, that's not even possible. And and to the police chief's bizarre statement, yeah, you can defend yourself. Don't go too far defending yourself. So what are we supposed to do, Alexa? Do we sit down with the home invader and go, I see you have a crossbow. Is it loaded? Oh, no? Okay, so you're just going to use it as a blunt force object? I see. So I just want to know if I should fight you with a wooden spoon or my Louisville Slugger baseball bat. I mean, this is unreal insanity.
Yeah, and most of the time, the people will break into your home will probably have an illegal firearm. What we as a legal abiding citizen cannot have. So how do you want to defend yourself if the person has a gun? Like, you would try to do your best, but a gun is a gun, and when it's illegal because the liberals are not cracking down on illegal firearm. They are cracking down on the legal one. And so what we are seeing is like, now you cannot defend yourself, but you cannot have also a firearm to defend yourself. And so they can't have it.
100%. And I'll just end the discussion on this, guys. The police chief also said in his media release of 2 days ago, and to me it came across so condescending. People should know that charges are not convictions. Yeah, Chief, guess what? As Jeremy McDonald defends himself in a court of law, and he doesn't have a lot of money, let me tell you this. We're looking at high 5 figures, maybe even 6 figures. So the process is the penalty. It's like, hey, Mr. McDonald, you've been found not guilty. Oh, by the way, here's your bill for $107,000 in lawyer's fees. And on that note, I want to reach out to our audience. We're not abandoning Jeremy McDonald. We, in addition to our journalism, we are crowdfunding his plight. It's savejeremy.com. That's savejeremy.com. He needs our help. We have to pay his legal team to get him justice because, as I said, the process is the penalty in Canada, and I don't like re-victimizing the victim. So please go to savejeremy.com.